All right, boys, this is a different type of video. I'm not up close, but you literally see where I'm at. I'm in the hills, walking by my pool, in the house, and it's nice. And I really wanted to go ahead and talk about how easy it is to go ahead and brainwash yourself to become successful. It's really not that hard. I'm going to be honest, right? There's three things that comes with it. One is obviously hard work and figuring out what you actually want to do. Once you go ahead and figure out actually what you want to do, you have to go ahead and work hard. It's just a given. You can't be successful without working hard. Second is faith. Faith is extremely important, whether that's in God or whatever religion you believe in. If you have faith in yourself, if you have faith in the higher power, you're going to be successful a lot faster. And I guess you could say, like, you have a better chance of being successful, if that makes sense. And third is literally just believing in yourself too, which comes with faith, I guess. But what I was trying to say is that you see so many people on the internet, or even, people you see in real life, actually doing the things that you want to do and hitting the goals that you want to go ahead and accomplish, right? And there's a reason for that. It's literally because they worked hard and they somehow brainwash their mind to go ahead and not focus on other people and focus on their environment and focus on their surroundings. All they did is just they stuck to their plan and they made it work. You see so many people, and I promise you, all of those people, every single person who's made 10, 20, 30, 100K a month, $1 million a month, have gone through the same exact process. Some people just go through it a lot faster. Some people go through it a lot slower, right? God has a plan for everyone. So if you're not where you want to be, that's okay. Because there's a lot of, points in, you could say, the journey to becoming successful. Or there's a lot of points in, just where you want to be, where you really, really feel like you want to quit, right? And you really, really feel like it's impossible. Like for me, I don't know if you guys actually know who I am, if this is your first time watching me, but my name is Jake. I literally just turned 20 years old last week. I've been running my clothing brand for around 3 years, and I've been running a social media marketing agency for around 2. Right? We've been doing really good. I probably pull in a collective $40,000 per month. No, that's not profit, but I still do, pretty well for myself at the age of 20. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are doing a lot better than me, but like I was saying earlier, it's all a part of the process. I know my time is coming, and I know for sure I'll be doing $1 million, $2 million, who knows, $5 million a month, just like that, right? And obviously, I'm going to get a bigger leverage, and I'm going to get there a lot faster once I actually go ahead and exit my clothing brand, because that, at the end of the day, is my main goal. That's what I'm really trying to do here. I'm placing the chess pieces to go ahead and actually sell my company. But there's a lot of instances where people feel like they want to go ahead and quit, and this is really where you need to go ahead and delay your gratification. I know times will get hard. I know you feel like you're going to make zero progress, but that's okay. Like I was saying, God literally has a plan for everyone. It doesn't matter if you are a horrible person. It doesn't matter if you are an amazing person. God will have a plan for you, right? So if you're not where you want to be at, it is completely fine, because like I said earlier, some people can become successful in 3-4 months. Like some people literally go from 0 to 100K a month within a year. Take for example, Brez. I'm sure you've seen this kid named Jake Ryan. There's a lot of guys who become successful quick, and there's a lot of guys who become successful. It takes them years, 5, 10 years. Like there's probably people watching this video right now who have been grinding harder than these people for longer, and they're still not where they're at. And the only reason for that is because something greater for you is coming. So all I have to say is that, bro, you have to relax, because your time will come, right? I started my entrepreneur journey a long time ago, probably when COVID hit. So 8th grade, going into freshman year of high school. I know that seems like pretty young, but that was just my mindset at the time. Like I was very, very good at lacrosse growing up as well. I wanted to go play D1. I wanted to go play pro. So my mind was on that. I've always had that mindset where I felt like I needed to do something big, right? But then I found entrepreneurship. In COVID, I wanted to get into NFTs when it was popping. I literally saved up all my money. I lost it all like that. I got into sports betting. I got into a lot of stuff. And honestly, I just ended up like losing all of my bread. And like I was saying, it's a part of the process, right? So I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do until around probably, I would say, my sophomore year of high school. That's when I knew, like, damn, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And that's when I went ahead and started my clothing brand called Messy Shop. If you guys haven't seen my brand, it's at Messy Shop on Instagram, or you could literally go to my Instagram, which is linked in the description. I have that linked to my bio. You can go check it out. I have it tatted. I actually have some unreleased Messy shorts on right now. But yeah, I knew I was going to do it for the rest of my life. And ever since I had that first, like, I guess you should say point of success, was my first drop. I made $1,000. I think it was $1,016 in my first drop. And I was working so hard. I was unprofitable, but I still felt like, damn, like I could actually do something with this, right? I worked so hard. I made all the designs. I got a bulk order. I was posting 3 times a day on TikTok before anyone. And my brand got so much reach. And I made $1,000 in revenue. And I was like, wait, if I continue to do this, I'm obviously not going to make $1 million my first ever drop. But if I continue to do this, if I actually like take this serious, I drop everything and I take this serious, I could make it work. And I was going through this whole process of trial and error. Designs fail, designs fail, designs, oh wait, I made 3-4K. Oh, that's pretty good. The next drop, it failed. Designs, oh, I made 6-7K, right? And then it's just an upward spiral from there, right? And this is where I really started manifesting after like my first $5,000 month. After my first $5,000 month, I was a junior in high school. I remember this very vividly. I saw a TikTok, and it was Alex Sedlak. He was talking about manifestation, and he was talking about every single day when he would go ahead and wake up, he would put like these types of papers on the wall where it was just affirmations. So it was like, I am a winner. I am a 7-figure influencer, whatever he was. But I would do it and fix it for myself. I would put, I am a 7-figure brand owner. I make 100K a month. I am happy. The universe loves me. Shit like that. And it fucking works, bro. It genuinely works, because when you speak in the present, you speak as your millionaire self. You don't say, I'm going to be, oh, I'm going to get rich. Oh, I'm going to get rich like I'm him. No, you have to speak as if you already are, right? I speak about this all the time. You need to go ahead and you need to become the millionaire version of yourself before you start making any bread at all. So when I figured that out from watching Alex Sedlak's TikToks, Alex, I really do truly appreciate you, because like, no corny shit, you actually might have changed my life. So I would really try to become the millionaire version of myself. And I didn't drink, I didn't smoke at the time. Like, I wasn't a bad kid at all. I was literally trying to just play D1 to get in school. All right, so I didn't drink, I didn't do any smoking, nothing. All I did was just put all my focus onto business. I cut off bitches. I cut off literally everything besides like my close friends. And all I would do, this was my schedule every single day. I would wake up, I would go to school. I wouldn't do shit in school. I literally passed all my grades like with a 68, because in school, I don't know if you guys know, but like at least for my high school, in order to pass the class, you had to get like a 68 and above. That was like the D plus whatever. So I passed like my math, my English with like a 68 or like a 70. And then all my other classes were like easy electives where it was just homework, so I'll get like 80. And I ended up doing that all throughout high school, right? And I would just focus on my business, and that was it. After school, I would go to the gym and I would just work. And then on like Fridays and Saturdays, I would like maybe go hang out with my friends for a little bit, right? So I really treated this serious, and I really became the millionaire version of myself. And what also helped me is these things called subliminals, right? So subliminals are another type of word of affirmation, right? So instead of like the papers on the wall or anything like that, it's actually a video you go ahead and make. And you listen to this right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. I would do this every single day. I still listen to the video I made. I think it was like a senior in high school, every single day. And I made this video, and what I would say is, I am a millionaire. I am a 7-figure brand owner. I am rich. I retired my family. Like I say so much shit like that. And every single day when I wake up, every single day before I go to bed, I watch that video. I don't watch it, I listen to it with my eyes closed. And it's like 1minute and 30 seconds long. And it gets you in the mindset because, I don't know, I saw this on YouTube somewhere and it ended up actually working for me, because obviously I'm on the right track. But there's this state that happens in your head where when you're like drowsy, so right when you wake up or right before you go to sleep, is when you take in the most thoughts and you take in the most energy. So why would you not put that energy of you becoming a successful entrepreneur and becoming the best version of yourself right when that happens, right? And it ends up working. I don't really know like the full science behind it, but yeah, what also really like helped me, I guess you could say, brainwash myself to success was literally just thinking about my life. Now, I do want to give a shout out to my parents from this because they would kind of scare me, because I thought school was like the only way out, right? And they thought that too for a while. But what they would say is like every time I would fail a test or do anything, they would be like, Jake, you're going to end up working at a gas station. Like, what is wrong with you? I remember my mom saying that like all the time when I would fail a test, like, Jake, what are you doing? Like, you have to do your homework. You have to do this. You're going to end up working at a gas station. And I remember because in New Jersey, you obviously like people pump your gas for you. So, and I grew up in New Jersey, so it was like a realistic thing. Like she was saying, oh, I'm going to stay here forever. I'm just going to be fucking pumping gas, right? And that would scare me. So I'm like, yeah, I really have to figure something out. So I'm not good in school. I know the 9 to 5 is not good for you. You wake up 4 or 5 a.m. every single day. You commute to work. You sit in a little cubicle at your chair every single fucking day. You go home at like 7, 8 p.m. You go to your wife who probably hates you. Like, it's horrible, bro. Right? So what I would do, I'm like, bro, why don't I just like max out my stats and like really try to actually take my life far and actually do something, right? Because where I'm from, like, by no means I would say I'm from the hood or anything like that. That's corny. Like, I grew up in a really nice area, but still, like, there's a lot of people who would just go through that life and stay in their hometown their whole life, and I'm like, bro, I can't do that, right? So right when I graduated high school, I moved to Miami, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about a little earlier. But before that, I mean, I kind of want to talk about how I really took action, right? So my business, which my clothing brand at the time, was doing all right, like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And I was like, wait, if I really want to take this far, like, I have to lock in, bro. Like, really, really lock in. So it's just all about taking action. And this is the step plan that you need to go ahead and do. You need to go ahead and you need to grab a notebook, a pen, and a paper. And you need to write down exactly what you want to be in a month, exactly what you want to be in 3 months, exactly where you want to be in a year, exactly where you want to be in 5 years. And I wrote this down when I was 16 years old. I said, by the time I'm 21 years old, I'm going to become a millionaire. And when I was writing this down, I was like, bro, there's actually no way. Like, this is outrageous, bro. And now that I think about it, now I'm like, this is genuinely possible. But when I was writing it down and I was writing down everything I wanted to go ahead and do, I was literally visualizing my life. Seeing it now, how far I came, like, bro, do you see where I'm at right now? I don't know how high I am in the air, but I'm pretty high in the air. I'm staying in a crazy crib with my friends right now. We all split it. It's like, I think it's like $12,000 a month, split by 4 people. I mean, I live in a high rise in Miami. It's crazy. And I also bought my dream car, which is another thing. So it's crazy, like, what the power of writing things down will really do, right? And that's a matter of taking action as well. So what I do every single day is I write a plan. I write a task list. And I strongly believe you will get to your goals so much faster if you actually go ahead and take all your steps of action planned accordingly. So what I do, I write down my monthly goals, my yearly goals, blah, blah, blah. And every single day before I go to bed or right when I wake up, I will write down exactly the tasks I need to go ahead and do that's going to go ahead and take me one step further to go ahead and actually get to that goal, right? So for example, every single day I'll make videos and I'll do the stuff that I need to go ahead and do on the business side that makes the most sense, that generates the most revenue. Everything else I'll push to the side and have other people do for me. But when you first start out, you have to really grind and you have to put in trench work to go ahead and do everything. And this is where it's easiest to plan because you're going to be doing it all, right? So you need to figure out the business, you need to research the business, and you need to take steps and plan them accordingly in order to actually go ahead and make this work. So, and next thing you know, like when I was doing that for a year and a half, senior year, I started making like a really good amount of money. And when I saw my first like really good amount of money, which was crazy to say, this was the first day I ever made $10,000 in a day, which was on a drop. It was May 2020, I think it was 2023. And I dropped shorts and it was a Saturday. I did the drop. I come back from a lacrosse game actually, and I had $7,000 in sales, and I finished the day with $10,000 in sales. And that day I realized that everything I was doing, everything I planned, and the steps I took and the work I put in to actually go ahead and get there is actually paying off. Now what I actually have to go ahead and do is just repeat the process, outsource the stuff that I really don't need to do, and really focus on the revenue generating steps and the revenue generating activities to go ahead and make me the most money. And once I found that out, everything skyrocketed. And it was just a snowball effect, up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And then I moved to Miami, I bought my dream car, and now I'm about to move to California, right? But there's a lot of people you see on the internet that act like this. And I guess you could say act like they've actually done something, when there's a lot of people who really haven't, right? And I kind of don't want to get into that, but I just want to like put this in the video to kind of warn you guys. Like, if I personally believe that investing in some sort of, I guess, program, knowledge, a mentor, someone to guide you is genuinely like crucial. It's crucial for your success. Not only are you going to get to your goal faster, you build a really big connection, and it holds you accountable once you actually take that first step and put money towards something, right? And I don't want you guys to go ahead and get scammed. So I just want you to look out, bro. You have to look for people that are actually a good person. You can look people's name up on Reddit or literally Safari. You can see if they have any scams. You could ask other people who like follow them or anything like that. And it's really not that hard to see who's real and who's fake. And I just want you guys to choose wisely if you actually go ahead and take my advice. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear those dogs, but honestly, once you do that, like I said, it's just a snowball effect from there, and you'll be good, right? So with that being said, I really hope you guys just like took everything I said in this video with a grain of salt and just put it into action, right? Like I said, I made this video to help people like you who are, I guess, not struggling, but to give motivation so they could really actually go ahead and succeed, right? Because I wish I had videos like this when I first started, the motivation and everything like that. Like, I know it's a trend now, but genuinely, like when I first started out, I would love to watch these videos. It would give me so much motivation. So that's why I'm putting these out. And again, if you want to learn a little bit more about what I do, you could just follow my Instagram, DM me. Any questions on there, I got you, bro. So with that being said, I really do appreciate y'all. Let's get to 3K subs. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.